Today we will be talking about a country that has served as the crossing point between Asia and Europe for years. Turkey is a country rich in history with a terrain that includes beaches and towering mountains. It boasts a wide range of civilizations thanks to its history as a hub of trade and cultural exchange. The country's delectable culinary landscape, a lot of religious monuments, and ancient sites all bear witness to the wealth of culture and influences that have shaped the region where East and West collide. In this video, we'll also discuss Turkey's educational system and how it has helped the nation develop into one that offers top-notch education that meets international standards. We will furthermore discuss the city's transportation system, its wonderful neighborhood, and the incredible cultural food that can be found in practically every restaurant and on the streets. Discover this nation with us, and we hope to make Turkey a considerable visit for you. But before moving on with the video, please make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on bell notifications so you can be informed about all of our most popular destinations. Turkey has a total of 85 million people occupying the country, with about 75% of the population living in the urban area while the other 25% living in rural areas. It is bordered on its northern side by the Black Sea, on its northeast by Georgia and Armenia, on its east by Azerbaijan and Iran, on its southeast by Iraq and Syria, on its southwest and western edges by the Mediterranean Sea and the Aegean Sea, and its northwest by Greece and Bulgaria. Turkey has been a secular country for decades, but these norms are changing since the arrival of Erdogan. There are 99% of Muslims, which means Islam is the most abundant religion in the country. Despite the religious norms and rules, the country is open to all ethnicities and religions and is proven to be a huge spot for tourists. Now let's talk about some of Turkey's cities. Istanbul, the former capital of the Byzantine and Ottoman empires, is frequently included in travel itineraries because it is the largest city and the financial center of the region. It is the only city in the world to bridge two continents, covering both sides of the Bosphorus, a waterway that separates Asia and Europe. Istanbul is full of interesting sights and activities. Hagia Sophia, a mosque and significant cultural and historical site in Istanbul, Turkey, is one of its main draws. From 360 AD until 1453, when the Ottoman Empire conquered Constantinople, the cathedral was a Greek Orthodox church. Up until 1935, it was a mosque before becoming a museum by Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, the secular founder of the Turkish Republic, as a symbolic break with the past. Turkish Islamists and nationalists fought for decades to restore Turkey's Muslim heritage, and that's when Erdogan, a well-known figure in the Islamic world, restored the Hagia Sophia to a mosque again in 2020. Mustafa also forbade the wearing of red caps, claiming that doing so served to divide rather than unite the nation as a whole. In Turkey, mosques are considered to be very sacred and the only place with strict regulations. No one is allowed inside any mosque while wearing unsuitable clothing. Shorts are not permitted for men or women, and ladies must wear a head scarf with their shoulders and legs covered. The Grand Bazaar, one of the oldest and biggest covered markets in the world, is a must-visit destination for shoppers. There are 4,000 shops as well as mosques, post offices, restaurants, banks, and police stations of its own. One of Turkey's most well-known handicrafts are hand-loomed carpets and kilims, flat weaves. The Grand Bazaar is one of the nation's most well-liked shopping locations to purchase a rug to take home. The Grand Bazaar also features a wide variety of contemporary lamp and lantern types and designs, from metal filigree chandeliers and ceiling light shades to mosaic glass table lamps. Additionally, while you're there, make sure you use the art of bargaining. Local markets like these don't have established prices for goods, so vendors are always willing to give you fantastic deals to take home. A fantastic approach to getting a taste of the local culture is to visit a Turkish bath. It combines exposure to warm air with immersion in steam or hot air, massage, and lastly a cold water bath or shower. Usually, it involves moving from one chamber or room to another, making the experience that much more exciting. Lastly, for every taste and budget, Istanbul's nightlife culture offers a wide variety of eateries, bars, and clubs. It is quite easy for anyone to enjoy the streets of Istanbul while enjoying a delicious meal because you can get one meal or beverage for a price range of $1 to $10. Prices vary from city to city but are generally cheap for most visitors but expensive for the locals. Let us take you on a small tour of the streets of Istanbul. The large, contemporary capital of Turkey, Ankara, is home to several governmental structures, economic establishments, academic institutions, and foreign embassies. Ankara connects both Turkish citizens and foreign travelers to the country's other top tourist attractions. It is not just a commercial city, though. Several historic landmarks, as well as some arts and culture, are available in this thriving city. There are also numerous old mosques all across the city. Ankara is a fantastic destination if one of your main travel goals is to learn about the depth and breadth of Turkish history. Two of the nation's most significant historic tourism destinations, the Top Museum and Ataturk's Mausoleum, are located here. In addition, a trip through Ankara's Citadel neighborhood provides a window into the city's past, before it was elevated to the role of capital. Visit the Aslanhane Cami while you're here, it's one of Ankara's most fascinating mosques. There are many more wonderful places to visit. You can spend your time relaxing at upscale beach resorts along the Aegean Sea, seeing the Greco-Roman culture in Ephesus, sleeping in boutique hotels inside caverns, and flying over the strange landscape of Cappadocia in hot air balloons. Marmaris, one of Turkey's most well-known coastal resorts, is surrounded by picture-perfect scenery, including pine-covered mountains, sand-white beaches, turquoise waters, and ancient buildings. While jeep safaris offer off-the-beaten-path adventures, horse safaris gallop through thick pine woods, orange groves, traditional villages, and around gorgeous bays and magnificent waterfalls. After discussing several lovely locations to travel to, let's highlight some mistakes you shouldn't make while there. Taxis are the largest con in Turkey. They frequently deviate from the planned route and charge a lot more than is necessary. We advise you to use local transportation because it is an affordable, convenient, and clean method to go around. There are stations almost everywhere you go, and they are easily reachable. Never disrespect the Turkish flag. Turkish people have the utmost regard for their flag and are quite particular about placing it in the proper location. Turkish flags should never be vandalized, torn, or thrown on the ground. Avoid being the one with leftovers on your plate. If you are a guest at a Turkish home for dinner and don't finish what is on your plate, it is regarded as an insult. The reason is that if you do leave something unfinished on your plate, your hosts will assume that you did not enjoy what they had prepared. Not leaving any is a sign of the utmost respect and proper behavior. Avoid speaking directly to young or single Turkish women in public. The fact that Turkish men prefer to address their male counterparts is something that female tourists would not notice. This is only a practice that is observed, particularly in Turkey's rural areas, so don't be insulted or feel left out. Just protecting your virtue is all they're attempting. Avoid eating outside at a dining area as smoking outside is allowed, and if you don't smoke, you'll be impacted by it. Instead, eat inside the cafe or restaurant, but there's a catch. The seating there is typically family-oriented, so you'll frequently encounter noisy families and kids at the table. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Here are a few interesting facts about Turkey that will amuse you and make you want to travel there even more. Turkish people are also very fond of coffee. 96% of the people drink coffee at least once a day, if not more. Istanbul was, in fact, the country that introduced coffee in Europe. People from this nation are also among the most socially active in the world. Turkish citizens are third in terms of the number of accounts on Facebook. Because Turkey is a part of Europe, its citizens have a European mentality, which is why the majority of people choose to settle in France and Germany. Istanbul has a fantastic educational system as well, with 51 universities offering every major for undergraduate and graduate degrees, and more than 250,000 international students from all over the world attesting to its superiority in the field of education. Don't pass up the chance to enjoy the local cuisine in addition to taking in the amazing tourist sites. People there are welcoming and friendly, and they welcome visitors. We advise you to explore Turkey's tourist attractions. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Happy traveling!